Palantir. The name that has sent investors into a frenzy, as if they've found the holy grail of artificial intelligence and data analysis. But here's the million-dollar question: is Palantir the golden child of tech or just another overhyped stock that's waiting for a hard fall? Let's take a deep dive into the world of Palantir and see if it's worth your hard-earned cash, or if you should be running for the hills with your portfolio tucked under your arm. Palantir's early years: government. Palantir's journey began in the world of government work. Think of it as the Jason Bourne of AI software. It started with a focus on intelligence agencies and government contracts, helping Uncle Sam with everything from data analysis to national security. By offering powerful data analytics tools, Palantir helped governments make sense of massive amounts of data from different sources. You can picture it like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but the haystack is a million times bigger, and that needle might just prevent a national crisis. Cool, right? Fast forward to today, and Palantir is still a major player in government contracts. In fact, in Q4, their revenue from the U.S. government grew by a staggering 30% year-over-year, totaling a whopping $1.2 billion for the year. Government work is still where Palantir shines, but it's also been branching out into other industries. And that's where things get interesting. The real magic behind Palantir is its ability to apply its powerful AI software to real-world scenarios. They're not just sitting around in government offices anymore. They're bringing their tech to everything from healthcare and manufacturing to disaster management and AI-driven drones. Imagine your car self-driving because it has real-time AI analytics guiding it. That's Palantir, making decisions based on massive data sets. And here's the kicker: Palantir has really nailed AI software. It's not just about pulling data from one place. It's about creating a web of real-time insights that change the way companies, governments, and industries operate. Think of it as the AI brain behind a lot of groundbreaking tech. The applications are endless, from helping rescue teams after a natural disaster to analyzing critical data in real time in military operations. It's clear, Palantir is a leader in AI software. So, let's talk numbers. Palantir's revenue from the U.S. government grew 30% year-over-year in Q4 alone, pushing its total revenue to $1.2 billion for last year. Now, that's some serious growth. But here's the thing. Palantir's revenue growth isn't going to continue accelerating forever. I mean, there's only so much government and defense work to go around, right? But even if the revenue growth slows down, it's still clear Palantir has solidified its place as a leader in AI. Whether it's the government or big tech, companies are recognizing that Palantir's software offers real-world, cutting-edge applications. And that's why investors are flocking to the stock like moths to a flame. Now, here's where things get tricky. Palantir's stock has been climbing, and climbing fast. But, when you look at the fundamentals, well, let's just say things start to get a little wobbly. If you're looking for a stock with a nice, tidy PE ratio and solid fundamentals, you might want to keep looking. The stock is egregiously overvalued based on traditional metrics. It's like buying a car for $1 million just because it has shiny wheels and a fancy logo. Sure, it looks great, but does it really hold that kind of value in the long run? Palantir's stock has been living on sentiment, that magical force that pushes stocks up like a helium balloon. But if the sentiment shifts, if the market turns sour on Palantir, things could deflate faster than you can say, overvalued. So, what should investors do? Well, if you're already in, you might want to buckle up. The ride is going to be bumpy. One day, Palantir is a darling of the AI world, and the next, it's a stock that's down 20% because the market's had a bad day. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. But wait. If you are interested in stock news updates that might be relevant to your financial targets, join us and become a member for member-only videos. Find the link in the description section below. If you're worried about buying in at these inflated levels, one strategy could be dollar cost averaging, or DCA. Basically, you buy in small chunks over time, spreading out your risk. It's like getting on the roller coaster, but instead of going all in at the peak, you pace yourself, making sure you don't blow your entire budget on one wild ride. By DCNG into the stock, you smooth out the ups and downs, and you don't risk being burned if the stock takes a dive. But remember, Palantir might not see sky-high growth forever. So don't think you're going to wake up to a millionaire portfolio overnight. Palantir is a fascinating company. It's a leader in AI, and its government work has been crucial to its success. The growth potential is undeniable, especially as more industries adopt its technology. But, and it's a big but, the stock might not be as solid as its software. The stock is heavily reliant on market sentiment, and if that shifts, it could fall hard. If you're willing to weather the storm, dollar cost averaging could be a smart strategy to slowly dip your toes into the Palantir pool without diving in headfirst. So, there you have it. Is Palantir the future of AI, or just a tech bubble waiting to burst? You decide. Just make sure you do your homework and stay smart with your investments. Now, let's talk about the love-hate relationship investors have with Palantir stock. On one hand, you've got the die-hard fans who believe Palantir is a revolutionary company changing the game for data analytics, AI, and even national security. They'll say, this is the future, and that Palantir is going to keep growing like a tech giant on steroids. But on the other hand, there are plenty of skeptics out there who think Palantir is a bubble. They see a company that's hugely overvalued and could be in for a rude awakening if market sentiment turns. They point to the stock's PE ratio and say, this is ridiculous. There's no way this can keep up forever. And trust me, it's hard to ignore the fact that Palantir has been riding the sentiment wave. One minute, it's a tech stock darling, and the next minute, it's taking a nosedive when the market catches its breath. It's a wild ride, folks. Just be careful you're not holding onto the handlebars too tight. So, what makes Palantir different from the other tech giants like Tesla or Nvidia? Well, Palantir isn't making self-driving cars or cutting-edge graphics chips. It's not your typical, nice, tech stock, like something out of the latest sci-fi movie. It's a company that helps other companies, and governments, make sense of massive data streams. Think of it as the brains behind the brawn of other tech giants. While companies like Tesla or Nvidia are betting on future tech and consumer adoption, Palantir's value proposition lies in its ability to solve real-world problems with data. That's why it's loved by government agencies, military contractors, and even Fortune 500 companies. Palantir's strength isn't just about having cutting-edge tech, it's about applying that tech to solve problems that matter. Let's be real. If you've been watching Palantir's stock, there's a good chance you felt FOMO, or fear of missing out. We've all been there. You see the stock soaring and think, wow, I'm going to miss the boat if I don't buy in now. But don't fall into the trap. FOMO can be an investor's worst enemy. When you buy into a stock just because it's going up, you're letting emotions rule your investment decisions. And guess what? When the market turns, you might end up holding a bag full of regrets. Buy on emotion, and you'll likely sell on panic. Remember, investing isn't a game of hot potato, it's about understanding the fundamentals. That's why, if you're jumping into Palantir right now, you need to ask yourself, am I buying into a growth story, or am I buying into a trend? If the answer is the latter, you might want to rethink your strategy. It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love him and obey his commandments. Please acknowledge him in your plans and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Want more information? Please check the description section. Also again, if you are interested in more relevant stock news updates, consider becoming a member. Link in the description section. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you. See you in the next video by God's grace. We love you, and blessings to you.